गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनं प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ नमः सोमाय रुद्राय च नमः नमस्ताम्राय च अरुणाय च नमः नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च पशुपतय इति पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमः नमो अग्रेवधाय च अग्रेवधायेत्यग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च दूरे वधायेति दूरे वधाय च नमः नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमः नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमः हरिकेशेभ्य इति हरिकेशेभ्यः नमस्ताराय नमः नमः शम्भवे च शम्भव इति शम्भवे च मयो भवे च मयो भव इति मयो भव इति मयः भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च शङ्करायेति शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च मयस्करायेति मयः कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च शिवतरायेति शिवतराय च नमः ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः श्री साईश्वराय नमः हरिः ॐ offering our collective love at the divine lotus feet of Bhagwan Sri 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 Satya Sai Baba Varu. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hari Om, Shalom, Sai Ram, Namaste. We had a blissful session last Sunday, probably in my mind, a very powerful session contemplating on the Panchakshari. There's a lot that is shared in stream of consciousness. It's not for one person to intellectualize it and to grasp it with this intellectualization. You have to go beyond intellectualization. Shabda Ardha. Ardha means the meaning. Shabda means the vibration. Ardha becomes a pointer to the vibration. It's not in its totality. But when you get to the Ardha, the vibration gets stabilized through Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. Once you listen to it, you have no idea what it means to try to grasp how that manifests, and then you go to the substratum, the subject aspect of it. Ardha is the object, Shabda is the subject. So many different ways. It goes around only two things. Entire universe is only two things, subject and object. Nothing more than that. Just go look at any literature, any Vedanta, any faith. It's all about two things only, objects, subject. Objects, subject. Nothing more than that. So the Ardha is the subject because you're trying to grasp it. And the moment you grasp it, you have to drop it. This is Abhyasa. This is what is all. This is all described in various ways by different great saints. This is what Patanjali says in entire Yoga Shastra. Abhyasa, Vairagya. Abhyasa, practice. Practice what? Practice grasping the object. Vairagya, practice dropping the object. Arre, what you just said, you have to grasp it. Uh, look at the subject in the object. The moment you try to feel it is the object or subject, you know that subject is never the object, so you keep dropping it and you keep moving to the next level, keep moving to the next level. Abhyasa Vairagya, Abhyasa Vairagya. But that thing called the yogaschitta vritti nirodhakaha, that in itself has so much complexity behind it. Complexity in the context of what yoga does at the end of the day stops you at one point. It doesn't take you beyond. It is great. It is fantastic. Karma is great. Karma in the context of nishkama karma is great. Bhakti in the context of ananya bhakti or totality in love is fantastic. Raja Yoga, as in meditation and samadhi, is great, but they all still limited because you're trying to still grasp something. It's only jnana, the 100%, completely untainted. That all these three are practices, but they are not the destiny. They are the paths, but they are not the destiny. The destiny is coming to the center point, and that center point is what we talked as, what we discussed as, what we elaborated as, so many different ways as Nama Shivaya. And then we said Shiva, that's it didn't stop there. You see, that is the beauty of jnana. It didn't stop there. The moment you said Namah Shivaya, I am done. No, no. Shiva Taraya. Shiva Taraya. Shiva Taraya. That which takes even beyond this thing called Shiva. If you really get to what is being meant, there is, even in Samadhi, there are two types, that I am in Samadhi, and there is second state called I am Samadhi. I am in Samadhi is experience. Meditation at the end of the day, when you do it with that aspect about duality, is still experience. You're trying to become something. Leave that becoming something. It's only useful for practice. At some point, you have to say Shiva Taraya. Shiva Taraya. Shiva Taraya. Beyond that. Beyond beyond that what? Beyond that state that is, if Shiva is a state of presence in consciousness or awareness, Shivataraya is that even which that is beyond that. So Shiva as in what? Shiva as we described as a state of Shivam, Shantam, Bhadram, Kalyanam, all those different aspects that we talk, Vishranti, all those, the Shantam, Shubham, Shuddhata, Kshema, Vishranti, Bhadram, Kalyanam, Moksham, and English, peace, serenity, purity, safety, restfulness, security, auspiciousness, and liberation. Shivataraya cha. So that means what? Even this thing what you are trying to grasp as an object called Shiva, it is not an object to be grasped. It is beyond that. Now, what does that all mean? I mean, how do we even understand, grasp something like that? That's where you go into pratyaksha pramanas, direct evidences of what we call as a siddhanta, a pedagogy, taking a concept and then making it a drushtanta, exemplary, exemplification. Then when you connect to that example, oh yes, I'm able to connect, yes, I see this in front of me, and therefore this is related to that, that is something like that. So what is Shiva? If Shiva is light, Shivatara means what? Light is not something which is, it is not a object of experience. And what is that? Why is light? Why is light not an object of experience? You take the example of light. Is light an object? Is light an object? So that is, we talked about this example several times before. 5 principles about light. If when you understand it, then you will understand what is this Shiva and what is this Shivatara. So because of the light, you experience an object. Because of the light, please listen to this carefully, and if you don't if you don't listen to it concentration, meaning with your cameras open and fixed on the class, you are not in it. You maybe if you're driving etc., then I'm not asking you to do that, but the fundamental principle is total attention. Total attention. Then only you will even, these won't stabilize, they make sense when you listen, but 2 hours from now you take the same example and you try to do it in your mind, it will not work because you have not paid total attention. Light, because of light you experience an object. True statement or not true statement? Yes. But light is not part of an object. In fact, second principle, light pervades that object. That means light is pervading that object. It is in totality taking over that object. However, this light is not limited to just that object. We covered three. Light is not part of an object. Light is pervading that object. Light is not limited to that object. In fact, light is experienced due to the reflection from that object. Light exists without that object, but can never be experienced as an object. This last point is 100% very difficult to comprehend. If you are in the space where there is only light and no object, I'm sure we have not experienced that. When you experience that, you will go baffled. Your mind will go nuts because you just get lost in it. I mean, just like what happens to people in space. Read the book of Neil Armstrong or people, what they experienced on the moon when there is absolutely no object of experience. What did the mind go? What happened to the mind? That is what I am talking about meditation as, which doesn't have the experiencer aspect of it. I did meditation means you are still not in meditation. I am meditating, you are definitely not meditating. Bhagavan Ramana said, when somebody said, I am meditating, figure out who is meditating, come back and tell me. Figure out who is meditating, then I will believe that you are meditating. First, figure out who is meditating. So, that Shivatara state is that. In fact, one can even describe that as a state beyond the state of, that is what we call as Turiya. Turiya is the fourth. There is nothing called fourth. There is only one state. That is only one state. But that which pervades all the three, but beyond the three, because there is one beyond the three, then they call it as Turiya, the fourth one. But actually there is no four. There is only one. There is only one that pervades. The three that are experienced by the mind. The three states are the experiences of the mind. There is a state that is pervading these three, and that is Shivataraya. So now meditate on these 5 principles. Then you will understand, at least try to grasp this thing. I will say it again. Light is not an object. Light is not an object, nor it is part of an object. Light pervades the object. My hand, my hand, my hand is not light, but my hand is pervaded by this light. But there is, this light is not just limited to this hand, it's also falling on this head. This light is experienced because of this object. Why? Because the light is reflected from this, and therefore this experience is the reflection. The experience is the reflection. Listen to that very carefully, those words. The experience is a reflection. Reflection means abhasa. Reflection means never real. It is never real. Reflection is not real. It appears to be real. But this light, without this object, cannot be experienced. That is Shivataraya. What incredible. Shambhave Mayo Bhave. Shankaraya Mayaskaraya. Shivaya Shivataraya. In 3 lines, the entire essence of Vedanta is described. Entirety of all of it. No religious context at all. This, what I am talking about, light and experience, etc., it's not religious. Common sense. It is what is called common, samanya. It's all pervading, samanya. You can be a Hindu, Muslim, doesn't matter what your faith is. With the example that we talked about, you connect to the essence of every faith, any faith beyond faith. Dharma tarayaja. And that is the first suktam of the 8th Anuvakam. And then the second suktam of the 8th Anuvakam has 6 mantras. The first one has 11. Shankaraya Maheskaraya, Shivaya Shivataraya is the 11th yajus. It's the 11th yajus. And then the second part starts with 6 yajus in this. This 6 yajus is now what we call as, they're like, these 6 are like the bridge. The bridge. The bridge from what? The bridge from personal to absolute. The bridge across this existence, awareness, the limited to the unlimited. We can, same principles, we'll keep repeating. Limited to unlimited, changeless to changing, changeless in changing, infinite in the finite. What are all the different principles we talked about? It's very simple. It's related to space, time, and objectivity definitions. That's it. You get this, you're done. Your existence, you have limited yourself. How did you limit? Limited in space, limited in time, limited to this body mind complex. It's limited. 3 things limited. Arey bhai, I'm telling you, this is the greatest miracle of Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. The fact that he is taking absolutely zero in scholarship and allow us to connect to this awareness through this one incredible hymn called Sri Rudram. Forget about the rest of the miracles. They look like child's play. This is the greatest miracle. Don't fall for any other miracle. They are objects of experience. Throw them away. Anybody who materializes something, just say namaskaram and get out of there. Are they giving you that awareness about yourself? If that guru did not give that, they are not gurus. They are bodha gurus, badha gurus, all kinds of laukika gurus. Only Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba is the one that is 100%. He doesn't care what great service projects you have done. He doesn't care what kind of yajna, yagas, all those things you have done. It doesn't matter what feathers in the cap you have, jewels in the crown. Doesn't matter. Only metric that Bhagavan looks at is, have you moved in your awareness from the limited to the unlimited, from the changing to the changeless, from the patent to the latent? Has your awareness moved a little bit? Or are you still indulged in your body mind consciousness, trying to figure out all this samsara? Stock market falls, you fall. Stock market rise, you rise. All the vagaries of the world, pleasures and pains, all of this stuff. Are you still caught in that maya? This is the greatest miracle of Bhagavan. 100% I'm telling you. Rest is all irrelevant. Irrelevant. So when we are connecting to this beautiful 8th Anuvakam, That's why we said 8 is like this, flip on its side, became infinity. This is limited, flip on its side, flip on its side, it became infinity. And this Shat Tarakas now means the six transcendences. From what to what you can figure out. Each one has its own. There are animals in human form. There are humans in animal form. Okay. Uh, there are humans in animal form, and 99% of the humans are actually animals in human form. And out of those, Daivam Manusha Rupena, appearing to be human but truly divine, Manusham Darshayantam, they appear as human because you are looking at with a human eye, but not human. So this transcendence, am I animal? Am I human? Am I divine? Which state I am in? And constantly, am I falling? Sunday afternoon, Sai Center, 4 o'clock, everybody is divine. Monday morning, I don't know what happens to all of that. Tirtha, Kulya, Parya, Avarya, Pratarana, Uttarana, Atarya, Aladya, Sheshpya, Phenya, Sikatya, Pravahya. What are all these? these are the these are the principles declared in that next six Shat Taraka mantras. Shat Taraka mantras. Namah Shivaya is now Namah Shivaya is 5. Shat means 6. And so what is added to the 5 to become the Shat? Om is added. Om is added. Om Namah Shivaya is a Shat. It is a 6-letter mantra. Namah Shivaya is the 5-letter mantra, Panchakshari. The other is Shadakshari. And this Shadakshari is what is described here. Tirtha Kulya. That is one. Tirtha Kulya. Parya Avarya. Pratarana Uttarana. Atarya Aladya. Sheshpya Phenya Sikatya Pravahya. How many yajus? 6 yajus. Tirtha. Tirtha. All of us know what Tirtha means. Not the Tirtha you drink. Tirtha is a holy place. Literal meaning. Ardha. First Ardha. Then we go to Shabda. Then Kulya means the banks of the rivers in that near that holy pilgrimage. In fact, a Tirtha is a place you will find uh, you will find two things. There will be a Punya Kshetra, there will be a place associated with serenity, and also a river right next to it. Many holy pilgrims, you will find those two in common. Always go check it out. Most of the holy pilgrims, that's what you will find. There will be a there will be a tirtha, there will be a kulya, there will be a kshetra, a place, and there is a bank of a river, a holy river, holy water associated with it. Parya means shore, avarya means on the other side of the shore. Pratarana, pratarana, tarana means crossing over. Pratarana means seamlessly crossing over. Ut Tarana means lifting up seamlessly. Uttarana. Atarya, Aladya. Atarya means coming back. Aladya means left on the other side. Sheshpya, Phenya. Sheshpya means grasses. Phenya means the foam of the waters or the ocean. Sikatya, Sikat means sand. Pravahya means that which is flowing. You listen to this, you have no clue what is this to do with crossing bridge across the ocean. What does this mean? How are these Taraka mantras? How are these Tarakas? Yes. So these mantras definitely mean something beyond. For that, you have to first understand and the ability to connect to the vibration itself. Okay, Chandrasekhara?
Yes. Can I bring up the PDF?
Yes. नमस्तीर्थ्याय तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय कूल्याय च नमः
ॐ नमस्तीर्थ्याय तीर्थ्याय कूल्याय कूल्याय च नमः नमस्तीर्थ्याय तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय कूल्याय च नमः
You're on mute, Shikha. You're mute.
Oh my God, you're all definitely paying attention. Tirtha and Tirtha are not the same. Tirtha is something you drink. Tirtha is a holy place. So, for all my Telugu friends, Prabhakara, it is not Tirtha, it is Tirthya. Tirthya. Okay? Tirthya. Tattha. नमः पार्याय पार्याय च वार्याय अवार्याय च नमः
ॐ नमः पार्याय पार्याय चावार्याय अवार्याय च नमः नमः पार्याय पार्याय चावार्याय अवार्याय च नमः
नमः प्रतरणाय प्रतरणाय च प्रतरणायेति प्रतरणाय
ॐ नमः प्रतरणाय प्रतरणाय च प्रतरणायेति प्रतरणाय नमः प्रतरणाय प्रतरणाय च प्रतरणायेति प्रतरणाय
चोत्तरणाय चोत्तरणाय उत्तरणाय च उत्तरणायेत्युत तरणाय च नमः
ॐ चोत्तरणाय उत्तरणाय च तरणायेत्युत् तरणाय च नमः.
Very good. See, Chottaranaya, there is a more holding on the ta. Hmm? And you did a good job in chanting. And also Tyut. Nama Atarjaya Atarjaya cha Atarjayetya Taryaya.
नम आतार्याय आतार्याय च आतार्यायेत्या आतार्याय नम आतार्याय आतार्याय च आतार्यायेत्या आतार्याय
Cha Namaha.
this
Okay, 1 minute. Mm. Skill. One more time. Nama Atarjaya Atarjaya cha Atarjayetya Atarjaya Chaladhyaya Aladhyaya cha Aladhyayetya Aladhyaya Chanamaham. Start with Aladhyaya. Chaladhyaya.
ॐ
Om.
चालाद्याय आलाद्याय च आलाद्यायेत्या आलाद्याय च नमः ॐ चालाद्याय आलाद्याय च आलाद्यायेत्या आलाद्याय च नमः
Namah Shashpyaya Shashpyaya cha Chaphenyaya Phenyaya cha Namaham.
ॐ नमः षष्ठ्याय षष्ठ्याय च फेन्याय फेन्याय च नमः नमः षष्ठ्याय षष्ठ्याय च फेन्याय फेन्याय च नमः
Yeah, good job in pay because it's not fey. People are used to saying the fake things, therefore they turned pa into fa. There is no fa in Sanskritam varnas. It's papha. So it's penya, not fenya. And the last yajus Namasikatyaja Sikatyaja cha Pravakhyaya Pravakhyaya cha Pravakyayete Pravakyaya Cheti cha.
ॐ नमः सिकत्याय सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय Pravahyaya cha. Pravahyayeti pravahyaya cheti cha. Namasi katyaya sikatyaya cha pravahyaya cha pravahyayeti pravahyaya cheti cha.
So, what are the 6 yajus here? Tirthya, Kulya. We went through the literal meaning of this. Tirthya, Kulya. That which purifies. Tirthya means a pure place. So you are going from, you are now transcending into the place of total purity. Parya is the a shore that is pure and clean from a place of avarya. Parya, avarya. So you're transcending from the place of impurity to purity, and this transcendence is pratarana uttarana. Pratarana. Tarana means dustara bhavasagara taranam. Taranam. Taranam means that which helps you cross over. What is that? Bhajare Guru Charanam. Dustara bhavasagara taranam. Prataranam, uttaranam. 2 types are there. In this crossing over, there is prataranam, uttaranam. Prataranam means seamlessly crossing over. Uttaranam means rising in awareness. Rising in awareness. Prataranam, uttaranam. Ut means to lift up. Pra means seamless. Ut means uplift. Ataryaya. Ataryaya means coming back from the other shore. Means you reach the shore, but then you come back. Ataryaya. Aladhyaya. Ataryaya, aladhyaya. Now, when you're listening to this, what comes to your mind is, Arey, I didn't know that there are all these different types of salvations, if you were to call that. Everything here, when you go back into it, pratarana, uttarana. Pratarana means simply upasana, rituals, karma, all of that stuff. Yes, those also will help you transcend, but they will take you to a place and but bring you back. If you're listening to this very carefully, they will take you to a place but will bring you back. There are things that will take you to the place but never bring you back. Uttarana. You will never come back to this shore again. But there are things that you can do that will take you to the other side of the shore, but only temporarily. And then you have to come back to this side of the shore. It's a very beautiful way to. Now, if you understand what all that means, you will be baffled. Arey yaar, kya baat hai? Who wants to cross the shore and come back? Who wants to cross the shore and be there? What does it mean, come back? Pratarana, Uttarana, Atarya, Aladya. Atarya means coming back. Aladya, just staying there. This is all related to what we call as karma phala. As we were talking about all the different things that will take you there but will bring you back. There are things that will take you there. You got the ticket for the steamer. You went on the other side and then you spend some time and then you are kicked back. There are things that will bring you back for a purpose, not because of that, but because there is a purpose that is called avatarana. Uttarana, see, pratarana, uttarana, avatarana. No, see, we all use these words so loosely. We never focus and get into, what is this actually? What is this saying? What is this? Avatar means what? Avatarana means what? Uttarana means what? Pratarana means what? What is avatarana? Means coming down to this side. Not because the vacation time is over on the other side, but for a purpose to uplift. There is a reason for that. Sambhavami yuge yuge. And for that is a different way, reason for coming back. But all the rest, that is avatarana. But then this pratarana means when you live your life even only for the purpose of upasana. What? Please don't take this wrongly. Huh? This is not what I am saying. This is what Upanishads are saying. The Upanishads very clearly say every action that you do with a purpose, including that purpose being described, prescribed by the dharma, the shastras, everything, rituals, yajna, yaga, sandhya vandana, all the upasana that you're doing, all that upasana will accumulate some results and some karma, phala, and that will make you go to the other side, but it will bring you back. It will bring you back. Dharma, artha, kama will bring you back. Good deeds will help you go cross the other side, but only for a limited period of time, but come back again. Uttarana is uddharana. That which you are now able to hold on to, that which awareness about which you are hold on to, you have raised in your awareness from the human to the divine, and then you hold on to that. That is Vedodharana. And that is nothing to do with doing this yajna yaga for the sake of getting some swarga, brahmaloka, satyaloka, all those lokas. It is beyond all of that stuff. It is happening through you. You are not doing it for whatever reason. It's happening. This is the what we are studying in Gita Vahini. Swamis talk about what are all the different ways of karma and who are all the different ways of yogi, how they even give up their body, at what times, how their awareness is filled with all the different aspects. This is what we are studying in Gita Vahini right now. People will not even understand any of these concepts. if they really don't know what karma is, what is the effect of that, and what is the purpose of that, with what intent you are doing, and how you are spending all your energies in the context of these things. Now, that doesn't mean, Array, I should not be doing any good acts. What are you talking about? No, no, no. No, it is inevitable. Action is inevitable. Action is inevitable. The choice of the result of the action, there is a choice of that. Please remember these two words. Entire Gita essence is that only. Action is inevitable. The choice of the result of the action. There is a choice with the result of the action. That is evitable. Pratarana, Uttarana, Atarya, Aladya. Now, there is also other aspects. Sheshpya, Phenya, Sikatya, Pravahya. Now, if you understand what Phenya is the froth that is generated from the ocean. That froth that is generated from the ocean, that froth will never go back again. For a wave, the wave is coming and coming, going and coming, going and coming. But the froth, what happens to the froth? The bubble, it will just burst and there is no coming back into the ocean. Sikat, pravahya, that which is flowing, that which is not flowing, that which is there, that which comes but never goes back. All these aspects is what is described in this beautiful 6 mantras related to what are called as Shat Taraka mantras. Shad lingas are elaborated in this particular second suktam of the 8th Anuvakam. Can you chant the whole thing, Sairama, without Om?
The whole eighth
Not the whole
Anuvakam.
thing. No, the last 6.
Okay, sure. Yes. ॐ नमस्तीर्थ्याय तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय कूल्याय च नमः नमः पार्याय पार्याय चावार्याय अवार्याय च नमः नमः प्रतरणाय प्रतरणाय च प्रतरणायेति प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय
Chottaranaaya
चोत्तरणाय उत्तरणाय च उत्तरणायेत्युत् तरणाय च नमः नम आतार्याय आतार्याय च आतार्यायेत्या आर्याय चालाद्याय आलाद्याय च आलाद्यायेत्या आलाद्याय च नमः नमः षष्ठ्याय षष्ठ्याय च फेन्याय फेन्याय च नमः नमः सिकत्याय सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय प्रवाह्याय च प्रवाह्यायेति प्रवाह्याय चेति च
Now the next question is, game over? No. With this it is finished. There shouldn't be any more to talk about. Finish, no? Then why there is 9th Anuvakam, 10th Anuvakam, 11th Anuvakam? Isn't that a logical question? Arey yaar, you are become infinite now. What is this thing now? Why there is 9th Anuvakam again? With this Rudram should be finished. Yes? With this Rudram is finished. Namasivaya, you talked about a state of being that is beyond everything you talked about. And then you also talked about crossing over, transcending. We talked about finite to infinite. Everything is over. What is this thing again? Nama irinyaya cha prapathyaya cha kikumsilaya kshayinaya kapardine pulastaye goshtya grihya talpya gehya. See, it becomes craziness with this Rudram. At some point, what happens is, I don't know what happens to most of you, but none of this Nama Cha will disappear. Then all these aspects about the whole thing as an awareness experience is constantly present. And then, what did I say? If you think you have transcended and you have an experience of transcendence, you have not transcended. I have transcended is a very, this is very beautifully what the Upanishads say. If somebody said they knew it, don't believe them because they really have not known it. Somebody said, I don't know it, don't even believe that because they may have realized it, but they are telling you that they can't express it. Now, please keep don't saying I don't know because that means that you know. This is very spirituality is a lot of fun. I don't know about, yeah. The other day my wife was complaining saying you are having too much fun. I said, yeah, that is the true statement. There is no other way to be, you know. There is no other way to be. There is no other way to be other than being happy. So it's on the top of the hour. Now you all are wondering what happens next. Is there a 9th Anuvakam now? And what does this 9th Anuvakam really have any context of? Why are we again coming back and going back and all of this stuff? If you understood all the concepts of transcendence that we talked about, that in itself is a great experience. Hmm? That in itself is a great experience. What do we mean by, actions that are done in the context of pleasure, in the context of pursuit, in the context of purpose? Three different actions. This is life, I'm telling you. Your actions are only threefold majority. 99, just go take a list of all the actions you do and tell me if they don't fall into one of these categories. Actions for pleasure, actions for pursuit, actions for purpose. That's it. Think of an action that doesn't fall into these three categories. No, Shakti.
Difference between purpose and pursuit. What is the subtlety there?
Very good. I'm glad somebody is trying to listen to these words and trying to understand what is he talking about. Does he really know what he's talking about? The first one you understood, actions for pleasure. That is very obvious. Huh?
Yeah.
The three P's. The first P, 90% of our equation is the first P. The first P is pleasure. Pleasure. Pursuit. Pursuit means what? What does the word pursuit mean?
I do not know the subtlety what you are going to define by that definition.
No. What does it mean for you? What it means for me, you don't care. What does it mean for you?
Pursuit is towards an objective.
Yeah, and that pursuit is what is called you have a pursuit. I want to excel in this. I want to be the best actor, best artist, best executive, best this, best that's pursuit, right? You are propelled by some pursuit, not just by pleasure. And in the context of that pursuit, you may even sacrifice the pleasure, but you will pursue that. You want to pursue that. You want to achieve that. Achievement is pursuit. Success, achievement, pursuit. Purpose means which is beyond this pleasure and this achievement. And that purpose is love all, serve all. That's a purpose. Huh? Isn't it a purpose? It's a purpose. Now I have a purpose. I want to live a life of purpose. And that purpose is to love all, serve all. Or purpose is to follow everything that is prescribed in the Bible, everything that is prescribed in Vedas, in Shastras, everything that is ordained there. You have to have this coconut placed in this corner with this and that, and all of that is described in the Shastra. It's a ritual, it is 100%, but it is not selfish oriented. It is prescribed by the first two are selfish oriented. It is pleasure for me, my family, my community, all of that stuff. Still, all of that is pleasure. Second is selfish, still selfish, but that selfishness has sacrifice associated with it. I want to sacrifice my time of watching a movie, but I want to use that time to study something, to achieve something, to do that. There is some selfishness lost. And then there is the third thing, which is not really selfish, but it is prescribed by scriptures, and therefore I have to follow the scripture, and therefore there is no other thing other than that purpose. Three things clear? 99.99 will go on with the first two. A few percent will remain for purpose. But still, all these three karmas are binding. 100% binding. Arey, sir, what are you talking about? Even those described by Vedas and Shastras, are they going to bind me? Yeah, they are going to bind you. They are golden shackles. Pleasure is iron shackle. The third one is, this is not what I am talking about. Okay, this is what Upanishads are talking about. You study Ishavasya Upanishad. When you study Ishavasya Upanishad, it's all talking about exactly what I am talking about. Then we are doomed, no? Oh, is there any action other than these three? What is that action which is other than these three? That is actually not an action. That is actually not, that is happening through you, to you. You don't have any agenda of pleasure, pursuit, purpose. You simply are an instrument, and things are happening through you because of your oneness with the whole universe. And that is the state of the one who is in Brahman. He is the Jivan Mukta. That is what Gita Vahini is talking about in the chapter that we are currently studying. And you will if you go back, what is the chapter Kotu in that Swami described all of this?
Chapter 17.
Yeah, chapter 17 of Gita Vahini. He has to still send what we are going to study tomorrow, so it's a reminder for him. so so that is what is the essence of. Now if you understood this, now you understand all the words: tirthya, kulya, parya, avarya, pratarana, uttarana, atarya, aladya, sheshpya, phenya, sikatya, pravahya. These are the things. Yes. Any other questions? There is one question posted here on my way.
So, Anna,
Oh,
these actions that you mentioned about pleasure, pursuit, and purpose, I'm relating it even to the three gunas. Am I wrong to say that?
I would never say whatever you say is wrong or right, because that in itself is a trap. It is right. It is right for you 100%. There is no wrong in it. Yes, you can relate to them like that. Ah, then what is the see? This is very beautiful what she asked. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa tells a very beautiful story. It is story time. Story time. Yeah, story time. So this there was a person who was traveling in the forest, and were three robbers. The first robber kills the individual and confiscates the money. The second robber ties him up and then takes away the money. The third robber, you know, takes the money, but then takes the guy to the highway and says, please call Uber and you can go to the other side. I will leave you alone. Three robbers, three types of robbers. Understood? Huh. Who are the three robbers? What is the moral of the story? Is over. What is the moral of the story? Huh? What is the moral of the story? Okay. The first robber is called Tamoguna. Inactivity. Inactivity. Mind that is inactive, in slumber. That's the mind that kills you. And therefore, there is an idiom in English: an idle man's brain is a devil's workshop. An idle man's brain is a devil's workshop. It kills you. Idle mind kills you. And there is this overactive mind. It is killing you, but it is tied you up with something. Huh? It tied you up. You are woven up. You are bound by it. That also is bad. And there is the third one. It's a very nice robber. He said, give the money, just keep some money with you for calling the Uber, and now you go to the other side of the town. And then this fellow is asking, Arey, you are such a very nice robber. You left some money with me, but you took most of it. But then why don't you come to the other side? I don't exist on the other side. It's time for you to go to the other side. I can only help you take away everything that belongs to you, leave you some just to cross over, go to the other side. Beautiful story by Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. And the third one is called Sattva Guna. Sattva Guna. Are you clear? Is the story making sense to everybody?
But
Did
one,
I?
Anna, but the point is, even in Sattva-guna, you are bound. He is still on this side
Ah,
of
yeah.
this thing.
Even
Though it is a better state to be, the
yes.
awareness should be like you are still bound there on this side.
Yes, bingo. That's the point of the story. Sattva is the most helpful. That is the most important state that is closer to the destiny, but it is not the destiny. Therefore, the one who is living by Shastras, Vedas, prescriptions, scriptures, etc., they are in a better state. But don't make any mistake, they are closer to the destiny, but they are not at the destiny. So, dharma is sattva guna, ardha is the rajoguna, tamas is the kama. Dharma, ardha, kama. Sattva, Rajas, Tamo gunas. There is the fourth one called moksha, liberation, that is not associated with these three. But sattva helps you get to the highway, leaves you some money to take the Uber to go into the town from the forest. These are drishtantas from great, like Paramahamsa himself used to tell this story. So don't get bound by this. Now, what are these gunas in the context of our own self and exist? That itself is the study of Devi Mahatmyam. That is the beautiful study of the Devi Mahatmyam. And these, what we are calling now, this is a very beautiful summary of this eighth Anuvaka. If you were to summarize this eighth Anuvaka, just for your information, executive summary is Somaya Rudraya, we talked about, and then we said if those are the the Soma is the evolution from inside to outside, internal to external, Ma, where is waking up from the deep sleep, and Rudra is the dissolution into that. And the common denomination are the three gunas we talked about. Tamra, Aruna, Shanga. Three gunas, right? And what these three gunas in the context of external, I'm summarizing everything. Externally, these gunas are name, form, function. Please. Name, form, and function. Name is sattva, function is rajas, tamas is the form. Externally, also these three gunas are expressed as what? Space, time, objectification. Space is sattva, time is rajas, object is tamas. Internally, the same gunas are also internally manifest as the mind, the manas, as the breath, the prana, and the body, the sharira. The mind is sattva, the breath is rajas, and the gross, the body, is the tamas. Mind is totally occupied with this. Knowledge is sattva, thought is rajas, inactivity is tamas. The three state, awakened, is sattva, sleep state is rajas, swapna is the dream state is rajas, and deep sleep is tamas. And these are called vritti samskara chakra, how the mind is propelled by these. Yogaha chitta vritti nirodhakaha is entire essence of this whole cycle of the mind, how it is associated with these states, etc., is what is described in the entire yoga, the Patanjali yoga sutras, whatever 165 something that are associated with it. You don't need to study all of them. The executive summary of that is the very first sutra. And if you take each of these, what is yoga, what is chitta, what is vriddhi, what is nirodhaka, all those aspects of it, if you actually are in the awareness of you are doing yoga. You are in yoga. Otherwise, you are in bhoga or roga. Okay. You are in bhoga or roga. So those three, Tamra, Aruna, Shanga, then liberated Pashupataye. Pashupataye, the protector from all these bondages. These are the three that are binding the mind. Pashupataye, liberated or bound. Bhoga, apavarga. Bound is called bhoga, liberated is called apavarga. Bhoga and apavarga both are given by the mother. These three gunas, when they bind you, she is the Maya. When you are liberated, she is the Mahamaya. Oh, beautiful. Just this is the essence of what we studied in Devi Mahatyam. Swarga Apavargada Devi Narayani Namostute. What does that mean? Swarga Apavarga. Swarga means heaven, Apavarga means beyond that, liberated. Pashupataye. Then what happens? Are you connecting with me with the words? Shangaya, Pashupataye, Ugra, Bhima. Ugra, when you're liberated, you become as expansive as the Ugra, means the wind. You are going, transcending from the form to the formless, but still in experience, Ugra. Bhima, even more expansive, that is the space. Ugra, Bhima. And then what happens? Agre Vadha, Dure Vadha. You are able to destroy what it is right in front of you, which is all the belongings, the mine. Dure Vadha, that thing which doesn't exist but appears to exist, called as the false self. Dure Vadha. Hantre Haniyase. See, now, eighth Anuvakam has become what? A practical spiritual experience. A practical spiritual experience. Nothing, whatever I am talking is practically implementable. Yes? Am I talking philosophy? Hello, please. Yes. Agrevadha, Durevadha. Hantre, Haniyase. That which kills and that which is killed. Shumbha, Nishumbha. Gone. Taraya. Now you are getting to this state. Shambhave. Shambhave. Swayam Prakasha. Shumbha is gone. Shambhu is now coming out. Shumbha Nishubha gone. Shambhu is coming out. And that Shambhu is your own effulgence, the light. Shambhave. Here and now. Mayo Bhave. Beyond. Shankara. Here and now in action. Mayaskara. Beyond. Shiva. The state of equanimity. Shivataraya. Which is beyond that. Then you have transcended, crossed in the context of all these things. Those are the Shat Tarakas. And then what is this ninth Anuvaka? We'll come back next week. In my Viniyoga, what is the question? Chandrasekhar Ganeshan, please tell me the question.
No, in the Vinyoga we say Namah Shivayeti Bijam and Shiva Tarayeti Shaktihi. So just trying to understand the Shakti being referred there is to be understood with the action. But you said Shivatara is transcending all the actions.
Shakti is the power. Shiva is the seed. Shakti is the power. Right?
Okay.
So those two are intricately associated with each other. They're one and the same. The lamp and the light. Can you separate them?
No.
The seed and the tree. Can you separate them?
You cannot. No.
If Shiva is the bijam, the seed, and the tree is the Shakti, what's the difference between the two?
No difference.
Oh no, there is difference. No, I mean you cannot say there is. You cannot say there is no difference. What's the difference between the seed and the tree?
One cannot be there without the other.
Oh, that is true. But what is the difference?
The tree is the expressed form of the seed.
The tree is expressed. The seed is unexpressed. The world is expressed. That is Shakti. That which is unexpressed is the Shiva. The objects are Shakti. The subject is Shiva. Now you see how many different beautiful ways, how you can actually now, the whole essence is coming together now. So, Shiva Tarayeti Shaktihi, that which takes you even over this state of presence of what we call as the Shiva, as a state of presence or awareness, is the Shakti, because that's the only one interfering. And you cross over that, you are done. Hello, Sairam. What is interfering with you, your transcendence, is object, isn't it? What is the interference factor with you to be in the state of awareness? What is interfering?
It's object.
The world is interfering. How is the world interfering? Because world is objects. As long as continue to see this world as an object, you will be bound. So who helps you? Mahamaya Prasadena. Now go back and read how does she liberate? How the Karanam Bandha Mokshayo? How she binds? How she liberates? As Shiva she liberates. As Shakti she binds.
Anna, even there, it is that third thief who said there is an Uber, try to go to the other side. So the world can also be used to remind ourselves to do the transformation also. Is that contradicting what you're saying, or
As long as you pay attention to the subject in the object, the world will liberate you. But if you only look at the subject, the name, form, and function, if you only look at the time, space, and objectification or causality, you will never get liberated because that is what is binding. So as long as, so what crosses over you, at least the sattva has helped you to say, to see something beyond, to go to the other side. Here is some cash, keep it with you. Give me most of the cash, right? Give me everything. Here, $20, use it to call an Uber and go into the town. Who is saying that?
Sattva?
Sattva is saying. Sattva is saying that. And what is that Sattva name? Now you understand what is the power of name. It's the name of God, Namasmarana. When we go to Namasmarana, the name will help you. What will name of the God will do? It will confiscate everything you have, but it will leave something with you and say, now go take the other side. Oh, then what happens to you? You should also come with me. No. They say, no, no, no. I am name. Drop the name and be on the other side. That is a state of moksha.
So, Anna, a practical question associated with that. So, when we chant Rudram, can I interpret this way? If I look around, pay attention to rituals, look around who's doing what, then that is tamasic. And then if I am very passionate about how I am chanting, or I want this for this and things like that, then that is rajasic. Or can I interpret that way, Anna? If I practically try to associate the gunas while we are chanting?
I am chanting Rudram is tamasic.
Correct. But no, I am going step by step to your
Rudram,
point, right?
Rudram is chanting me is sattvic. Are you being chanted by Rudram? Even that is a state. Now you have to. So it's practically in the context of what you're talking as chanting Rudram. Simply chanting Rudram without even knowing what you are chanting is tamasic. At least trying to be passionate about it and trying to put an effort and OCD about it is rajasic. Okay. And now getting into that awareness of that Rudram. What is this really I'm talking about chanting? How does this help me? What is it that I'm doing with this? So many people are chanting Rudram. So many people. Am I also one of those? Or how does this help me? At least getting into that awareness is sattvic. But being a Rudra is who you really are. You are the Rudra. And how are you the Rudra? When I close my eyes, I am the light. When I open the eyes, I'm seeing the light in the objects. Is that clear now? I
Very
am
deep.
only,
Thank you.
yeah, when I close my eyes, apatalana bhastalanta bhuvanad brahmandama vispurat jyotisphatika linga mauli vilasat purnendu vantamrutai. This is the experience of closing the eyes. Open the eyes. Brahmanda vyapta deha bhasita himarucha bhasamana bhujangai. I'm seeing all these guys, people that are wearing how many Rudrakshamalas some people were wearing during the yajna. I was getting neck pain. I was getting neck pain watching them. Ayyo, baboy, what is all this? Oh my God. Brahmanda vyapta bhasita havarucha bhasamana bhujangai kante kala kaparda. There are some people have kante kala. Oh my God, they have poison in their throat. They are shouting, yelling. They can't tolerate one person crossing another. Oh, all of that stuff is. You're watching all of that. Don't lose the light in the object that you visualized. Through all of them, are you able to see the commonality of the Rudra? Oh, this Rudra is manifested in so many different ways. And see the Rudra in all those objects. That is the opening the eyes. This is the closing the eyes. Only two things are happening in your life. Open the eyes, close the eyes. Get up in the morning, open the eyes. Go in the night, close the eyes. When you are born, open the eyes. When you die, close the eyes. The whole life is intervened between opening the eyes, closing the eyes. Nothing else is happening. Close the eyes, see the light. Open the eyes, see the light in the objects. Practical. Jai Sairam. Okay, what is the last one? Koti pranams to Bhagavan Sri Satsai Baba. Jai Sairam. Hey Satisha, Radha Krishna.
Sarah.
You have been in the class?
Yes.
Okay, chant the Adakshara Pada Brishta.
यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवनारायण नमोऽस्तु ते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व साईश्वर अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वर अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वर हरिः ओम तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
जय बोलो
भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
जय